Questions, please.
Sam, get up here.
Johnny.
When you were talking about it earlier, did you come up with anything other than the scenarios and then making your own day? Come up with anything, any other ideas?
That will be on learning space, Johnny, for you later.
We talked about stuff like just like think pressure or like different roles that they could do, or
I think it's like how you structure the task as well.
Yeah.
So rather than you just telling them it, like you said, giving out cards to explain the task and give responsibilities, like lead learners, it's like kind of like activities where they can be like independent, maybe set up equipment, something themselves. But obviously we can't just do loads of activities. But I think it's more like how you structure things rather than you telling them to take a back seat and let them take over with things. Like how else we were up the board, we wrote quite a few things.
yeah, or even just like giving them time to just like self-discover stuff. So like even if you give them an activity and then you just kind of take yourself away from it and just let them kind of change bits or see what works and see what doesn't, or change their techniques or whatever, just you stepping back and not having that input is going to help them be independent anyway. So
It's about like peer and self-assessment. They probably respond better to their friends than you. So, and they're still being independent of themselves, so either themselves assess themselves or giving feedback to each other rather than you doing all the time. It's like sheets, that kind of thing, videos, ICT.
Tom, in your group, how did your activity encourage independent learning?
The scenario cards kind of they encourage people to kind of make an informed choice of what position they wanted to play. Right. So you could have leaders. So like we give you the first scenario, but like the second and third one would encourage like captains or kind of the more experienced ones that maybe play football or in any situation to come out and take a role within that, so they can like feedback the scenario and then help lead the tactics throughout the activity.
self-differentiation.
Callum?
At the start, was there a reason why you kept bringing us in, changing groups, sending us out, bringing us in?
What bit?
What?
So it means maintaining the focus of the lesson, otherwise you'd just be playing football and losing the idea of what you're looking at. So that way, if you keep going back and forth, you'll be focused on the lesson and then get back into it. I don't get it.
One thing with the football, because it's for core PE, year 7s, year 8s will be brilliant at feeding back their tactics. Core PE, 10s, 11s, probably, I found, they've struggled being bothered to feedback tactics, and they know it, they're just too cool to say it.
Yeah.
So one thing I've tried is doing press conferences, especially with boys. You have a different person in our little group, then would be the manager or the coach. At the end of the game, they've got a leader press conference, and you actually act it out. So I'm Jess Reeves, and I'm interviewing David Beckham, whoever's the coach of that team, and I found that really good way of them to feedback. They really engage with it. It's a bit of banter, a bit of fun, but they really engage with it and said some good stuff.